Hallo mein MitverzweiflerInnen zu einer neuen Folge von Genshin Impact. Letztes Mal haben wir mit der Chiori Quest angefangen und da haben wir miterlebt, wie sie halt jetzt für die Modewoche sich vorbereitet und auch einerseits, wie sie einen Typen ein bisschen verprügelt hat, nachdem dieser bei der Lieferung ein bisschen Schabernack getrieben hat und eben halt sie ein bisschen, ja, grenzen wollte, verlangsamen, also ja, hindern wollte, so. Und jetzt soll mir Dings ihr aushelfen bei den Kleidern. Und ja. Ich glaube, sonst mehr steht eigentlich nicht an. Also, bin mal gespannt. Hey? Hallo.
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Ist das schlimm?
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Es wurde gesagt, dass sie den Tag danach gehen würde. Also wahrscheinlich schon.
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Naja,
Did everything go all right on the road?
wahrscheinlich schon.
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself.
Wie Navia da einfach am Gehen ist, mit der Sonnenbrille.
They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey.
Okay.
I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Definitiv, weil die Macarons sind definitiv von höchster Qualität von Navia.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
Yep.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
Ja, verständlich.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Und Navia ist gut angesehen, zumal nach der ganzen Archon Quest, also gerade noch besser für dich.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Same.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of Teyvat.
Ja, okay.
Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Okay.
Set them up? How exactly?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Okay.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Wahrscheinlich. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Okay. Das heißt, wir müssen uns um Displays also kümmern. So.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar
Nicht
styles
formelle.
together, right?
So, Aussehen Zoomer, weil alles passt. Dann das formelle und das da. Voilà. Sprich mit Chiori, die ist... Ah, da, Malmek. Hallo. Das ging schnell.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design.
Findest du?
Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand.
Okay.
Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Oh, Gast.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Okay, was bedrückt dich?
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Keine Ahnung.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Oh. Okay, und warum?
Cancel your order? But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Okay.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed?
Also entweder sind irgendwie Gerüchte verbreitet worden, die nicht gut sind für den Ruf. Vielleicht mischt sich jemand ein und ruiniert die Situation, für die eigentlich gerade die Kleider gemacht werden. Und eben halt zerstören komplett den Sinn da für die Käufe. Oder irgendwas anderes.
It's alright. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
Wahrscheinlich wird sie von jemandem dazu gedrückt.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while.
Ja, ich habe jetzt irgendwie das Gefühl, wir werden jetzt ein bisschen die Kleider testen. Kommt noch jemand. Storniert. Kommt wieder einer. Storniert.
A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all.
Das ist auch wahrscheinlich schon mal bei dem der Fall. Das Schraub hier ist etwas anderes dran.
Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Okay.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
Ja, wenigstens das Positive anschauen.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Und der nächste?
Is Miss Chiori in?
Ja, sie steht direkt vor dir.
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
Okay, das ist definitiv etwas faul.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Yep.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
Ja, das fragt mich auch. Ja, du weißt es. Was ist los?
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Bitte was?
Please calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Klingt so, als wäre die Gerüchteküche richtig am Brutzeln.
Haven't you heard? Chiori, a boutique, has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
Und wie das?
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
Nee, die kommen doch von Chiara, oder nicht?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Also, ich muss das Chiori zustimmen. Also, sie ist zwar direkt, aber wenn es dich von so etwas Kleinem überzeugen lässt, dann hast du, glaube ich, schon nicht viel Vertrauen am Anfang gehabt gegenüber von Chiori.
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Chiori.
Diese Gerüchte.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried.
Ja.
No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days.
Ich glaube nicht. Da müssen wir, glaube ich, schon dahinter gehen.
The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
Okay.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Hoffen wir mal.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, ne.
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
Okay.
No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Supi.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Yep.
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
Natürlich.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Nee.
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Wir gehen mit dir.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
Kein Problem. Okay, was ist da los? Das wird sehr faul. Aber wirklich sehr stark. Dann machen wir uns mal auf die Suche nach den Lieferanten und fragen mal, was da los ist. Das heißt, der Grund, warum jetzt alle sich distanzieren von der Marke von Chiori ist, weil anscheinend die Konditionen, in welcher die Kleider produziert werden, nicht vertretbar sind, I guess. Scheint so, als wäre das die Ursache. Abonniere bitte den Dampfvogel. Also,
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
ich glaube, mit den
Of
meisten
course.
ja.
I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Oh. Klopf, klopf, Motherfucker.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Yep.
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
Der wäre wahrscheinlich nicht durchgekommen.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
Noch nicht.
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days I never even read the others.
Das heißt, es ist so überzeugend, sogar, dass man die vom Dampfvögel überzeugt haben und das als Wahrheit herausbringen. Da stimmt was gewaltig nicht.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Okay.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different.
Hast du raten, derjenige, der über ihm steht, hat das ihm befohlen?
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Okay. Also ich würde mal stark davon ausgehen, dass es Uta ist. Der geht wirklich weit, um sie in den Ruin zu treiben. Jesus.
Every house?
Yep.
That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
Oh ja.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
Indem du wahrscheinlich den Typen auf den Boden geschmissen
What
hast?
sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Yesterday? Wait, that means...
Das war geplant. Er hat, glaube ich, drauf gehofft, das Dings. Ich glaube, die Intention war, dass sie halt vorbeikommt, ihn vermöbelt und daraus den nächsten Schritt zu machen. Den nächsten Schritt des Plans zu erfüllen.
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Na, jetzt bin ich gespannt. Falls wir überhaupt irgendwas sehen. Oh. Die im Hof von Fontaine ansässige Chiori Boutique rühmt sich ihres Stils und gilt als Etablissement maßgeschneiderter Dienstleistungen. Dies ist jedenfalls die Seite der Medaille. Quellen aus dem Umfeld von Fort Meropide zufolge brüstet sich mehr als ein Täter mit, seine Kleidung in der Chiori Boutique gekauft zu haben. Er hat einfach das Gefühl, dass die Atmosphäre dort wie maßgeschneidert für mich war. So die Worte des Insassen Lyle. Eine Aussage, die bei vielen seiner Mitgefangenen sofort auf Zustimmung stieß. So soll unsere Information zufolge ein kürzlich inhafter Gewalttäter vor etwa einem Jahr öffentlich die Kleidungsentwürfe Chioris unterstützt haben. Okay, nach eingehender Überprüfung einer Reihe von Zulieferern der Chiori Boutique stellte unser Reporter fest, dass es einen weiteren Grund für die Vorliebe der Kriminellen für die Chiori Boutique zu geben scheint. Wie eine riesige Hand zieht sie die Fäden hinter den Kulissen und ist untrennbar mit allerlei ominösen Gestalten und ihren Machenschaften verbunden. Unsere Recherche ergab, dass eins der Mitglieder der Familie Wegner, die Chiori Boutique mit Schmuck beliefert, auch ein regelmäßiger Gast in Fort Meropide ist. Dies bestätigt es dann wohl gleich und gleichgestellt sich so gern. Das heißt... Ich lese lieber da weiter. Und das ist nicht alles. Viele Kunden berichten davon, dass ihnen in der Boutique Gewalt widerfahren sei. Einer unter ihnen, ein gewisser Herr Valerian, hatte dazu Folgendes zu sagen. Sie ist nicht nur unfreundlich, sondern weigert sich auch, die Kleidung der Kunden zu ändern. Ja, das haben wir schon gesehen, ist nicht der Fall. Meine Kleidung hat sie rücksichtslos mit ihrer Schere bearbeitet und dabei völlig ruiniert. Und dann wurde ich auch noch durchs Fenster hinausgeworfen. Wenn man dort hineingeht, betritt man keine Boutique, sondern eine Spelunke für Verbrecher. Zweifellos werden sich viele Bürger doch gefragt haben, warum das Fenster der Boutique so häufig lautstark zu Bruch geht und was dieses schreckliche Durcheinander immer wieder verursacht. Das unglückliche Erlebnis von Herrn Valerian dürfte die Erklärung dafür sein. Nur einen Tag vor der Veröffentlichung dieses Beitrags ereignet sich ein weiter brutaler Zwischenfall auf der Straße. Wie deutlich auf dem Bild dieses Artikels zu sehen ist, hebt Chiori die Eigentümer der Boutique ihren Konkurrenten Herr Uta unverfroren auf offener Straße am Kragen in die Höhe und wirft ihm dabei Drohgebärden entgegen. Der Vorfall könnte schließlich durch die eintreffende Gardemie unterbunden werden. Nachdem wir bei verschiedenen Kriminellen nachgefragt haben, warum sie die Boutique so schätzen, lautet die Antwort immer wie folgt. Chiori, dieser Name gebe ihnen Hoffnung. Mit ihren engen Verbindungen zur illegalen Unterwelt verwendet die Boutique unrechtmäßige Gewerbepraktiken, um sich an der Spitze zu halten. Sie gibt den Übeltätern uns die Hoffnung, dass das Unrecht weiterhin Bestand haben kann, wenn man uns dem Deckmantel von Mode und Schönheit verbirgt. Vielleicht teilen ja die Käufer der Kleidung aus der Chiori Boutique die Philosophie der Marke, diejenigen zu liquidieren, die eine andere Meinung vertreten als sie selbst. Boutique könnte sich hierbei etwa im Modetrend handeln, der von der Modewelt allerdings gefordert wird oder dabei auf die Business zugeschnitten ist. Das heißt, weil Verbrecher aussagen, dass sie irgendwas Illegales macht, beziehungsweise Verbrecher sie unterstützen und das einerseits, was sie halt macht, sowie auch bei der Produktion von dem, was sie macht, verliert sie einerseits schon an, also schädigt das schon einerseits den Ruf, was absolut bescheuert ist, weil sag mal jetzt einfach, morgen kommt raus, dass ein Serienmörder Nike-Schuhe anhat. Kommt dafür Nike jetzt die Schuld dafür? Ich glaube nicht. Nike kann ja nichts dafür, wenn zum Beispiel ein Serienmörder etwas anhat von ihnen und dann etwas, Falsches macht, beziehungsweise einen umbringt. Und allein schon, dass man eher denen zuhört als Chiori selbst.
Behind the scenes, the true Chiori boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies.
Ja, voll.
Relying on and its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chiori brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that...
Ups.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
Na gut, hat Chiori zuerst belästigt. Und er heute sogar irgendwelche Schläge an, um ihre Zustellerin anzugreifen.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
Ja, Paimon macht den Satz bitte fertig, weil der Typ hat so ein Ding.
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort.
Ja.
They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
Ja, sie hängen sich irgendwie an Sachen, die keinen Sinn machen.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
Okay.
Absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Ja, das ist auch wahr.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes.
Ja, sie kann nichts dafür. Auch wenn es jetzt wäre, dass ein Großteil ihrer Klienten eben später Verbrechen treiben oder schon vorhin Verbrechen gemacht haben, ist das nicht ihre Schuld.
But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Yep.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes.
Aber
But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
ja, okay. Ist natürlich jetzt blöd für uns, aber ist ja auch natürlich absolut verständlich von seiner Seite aus.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
Ich glaube, wir werden uns aber in unsere eigene Hand nehmen. Ich glaube, Uta wird einen etwas höheren Flug aus dem Fenster kennenlernen.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Zwei Perspektiven, das zu beachten, ja.
Well, fair enough. Then I suppose all there's left to say is best of luck. As for the models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Ja, okay.
Understood. Take care.
Na, wenigstens war so nett, mit uns zu reden und Tipps zu geben. Boah,
So, what should we do now?
einen Typen finden,
Without the
oder?
accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
Aber wir können neue machen.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Yep.
Well, guess what we can do is just head back for now.
Okay, na dann. Ah, Charlotte. Mit dir können wir vielleicht die Situation richtig drehen.
Traveler, Paimon!
Hallo.
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Ich mag jetzt irgendwie, dass sie seit Fontaine wirklich immer mehr Charakter einbauen, so in eine Story-Quest. Das war eigentlich nur der Charakter halt selbst, so eine Story-Quest. Aber jetzt inzwischen haben wir viel mehr andere involviert und das mag ich auch irgendwie. Lässt die Quest viel lebendiger leben. Auch zumal mit Navia merkt man das, weil sie ist irgendwie in jeder Quest zu sehen. Also man sieht sie wirklich, vielleicht nur ganz kurz manchmal, aber sie ist wirklich... Ich glaube, es gab jetzt fast keine, wo sie nicht da war. Also sie ist wirklich in jeder präsent.
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
Yep.
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh?
Okay, das ist sowieso verdächtig. Hat mich auch gewundert, wenn nicht.
Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort.
Oh, sorry.
With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side.
Jetzt ist nur die Frage, wie viele wollten das?
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be.
Nee, definitiv nicht.
She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
Na, sie ist gerade in die Richtung gegangen.
Was just here? Maybe she went over there?
Moment mal, ist nicht das Haus von Uta direkt um die... Oh nein. Oh nein. Oh oh. Ich hab da
If
ganz...
you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
Na, das sehen wir.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Okay, ich sehe sie jetzt gerade nicht. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Chiori?
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her.
Yeah.
It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes.
Ja.
It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
Ja, das ist wahr.
Oh, this is all Uteir's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
Falls das nicht gerade schon passiert.
Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
Also, wenn ihren Charakterzügen nachgeht, es wird mich nicht wundern.
That would only make the situation worse for her.
Vielleicht auch
I'm
nicht.
sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
Ja, das könnte auch gut sein. Vielleicht macht sie es auch gerade nicht, weil sie aber weiß, dass das die übliche Reaktion wäre, die sie ausüben würde. So hätte. Vielleicht gerade dann nicht. Boah, es ist für nicht schade, wahrscheinlich zu
Got a
checken.
point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
Okay. Okay, ich nehme an, wir gehen direkt dahin, ohne uns selbst dahin zu bewegen.
We're back!
Hello.
Oh, who's this?
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Ah, die, wo wir ganz am Anfang getroffen haben.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Nein, ich glaube nicht. Ich glaube, sie ist einer der wenigen, wo noch auf Chioris Seite ist.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Da haben wir die erste Person, die wir interviewen könnten. Charlotte!
So you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chiori Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress.
Okay.
He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes, and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major Mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
Okay.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything.
Und sie hat's wahrscheinlich dann selbst übernommen, oder wie?
She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Okay.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Im guten Sinn oder im schlechten Sinn wegen den Gerüchten?
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Ja.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue.
Ja.
He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
Ha, das hat sie sich wirklich selbst übernommen. Also, wenn das nicht überzeugend ist.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more powerful than all those lies combined.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Schau nicht Utas Haus.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
Okay.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go!
Okay. So, also zu einer kleinen Klippe da hinten. Okay, let's go. Chiori, wo bist du? Ich weiß nicht, warum jedes Mal, wenn ich jetzt Chiori immer sage, muss ich einfach automatisch wegen der Ähnlichkeit an Sayori denken von DDLC. Die ganze Zeit. So. Es lädt zu Kämpfen. Wenn nicht anders angegeben, wirken sich Effekte, die Rennen betreffen, nicht auf fertig aus, die irgendwas. Heil mich mal kurz. Danke. Oh Gott. Da hinten, okay. Hui. Okay, da ist sie. Hallo.
There you are, Chiori!
Uh-huh. How did you know where I... Olaf told you, didn't she?
Oui.
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
Irgendwie schon.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Wanna sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
Warum nicht? Es ist wirklich auch da anscheinend nicht viel Platz zu sein.
Sorry about that. I'm the only one here most of the time.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Thumbnail. Oder so. Wie ich letzte Zeit in meinen Folgen immer muss sagen, Thumbnail. An den Stellen, wo ich halt höchstwahrscheinlich wirklich das Thumbnail nehme.
Well, how does it feel?
Oder hier.
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child.
Okay.
I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Okay. Das heißt, es kann gut sein, dass Chiori ein bisschen bekannter ist bei Ayaka und Ayato. Nice.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be.
Okay.
It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Ich nicht wirklich, aber...
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
Und wie?
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things.
Und das scheint geklappt zu haben.
On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call.
Okay.
Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
Und dann hast du wahrscheinlich die Sache selbst in die Hand genommen?
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted.
Nice.
I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely.
Yep.
Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
Also ich kenne eine Person, die deine Kreation absolut angemeldet hat und davon träumt, eine davon ihre Hochzeit zu tragen.
Oh, you mean Letitia?
Yes.
Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers.
Okay.
Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara.
Ja, weil wenn die Quelle, von der die Gerüchte kommen, nicht mehr so vertraulich ist, dann ist auch das, was gesprochen ist, nicht mehr so, ja, im guten Stande.
Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
Yep.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either.
Nice.
I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Sounds good. We'll come with.
Yep.
As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Oder wir machen wahrscheinlich ganz viel Überstunden.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
Ja, voilà.
But your accessories. Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Muss man voll kreativ werden, I guess.
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but...
Aber möglich ist es.
To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma, and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
Könnte es sein, dass sie jetzt vielleicht anstatt den Accessoires der Lieferung sich verlässt, vielleicht auf Muscheln, anderes Meerzeug verlässt?
The sea. Seashells, coral.
Called it.
I've got it.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori, wait, hold up!
Na dann, ab ins Wasser. So, dahin. Spring ins Meer. Und dann. Zack. Und rein da. Jetzt wahrscheinlich Fettlecks bei euch.
Why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitwall? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Exakt.
Well, now that we've hit the...
Voilà, haben wir alles. Das ging relativ schnell.
This should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Cool, dass wir auch so eine Unterwasserzähne haben.
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Nice.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Ich würde mal sagen.
Yes, but don't forget. We've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back.
Weil wir können uns ja aufteilen. Wir geben dir deine Ressourcen, du machst dich an die Kleider und wir gehen den kleinen Uta mal Besuch abstatten. Ihr kehrt mit Chiori zur Chioria Boutique zurück. Und es lädt. Lädt.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
Okay.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
Ich glaube schon.
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Ja, voilà.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu?
Klingt ziemlich ähnlich wie das, was wir mal mit Ganyu besprachen. Ich wollte sagen.
Ganyu? Who's that?
Jemand aus Liebe.
A friend of ours who does way too much overtime?
Yep.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
Oh, okay.
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up.
Okay.
When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories.
Okay.
If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
Okay.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you.
Okay.
Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
Und so als hier in Fontaine ist es, glaube ich, ein bisschen gefährlich, wenn man da in den Kanal reingeschmissen wird.
Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up.
Piu, 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 piu.
Way to vent your emotions.
So, und dann mal zack. Und das war's. Nice.
Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop?
Hallo, Navia.
Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop.
Nein, das
Give
waren
me their
wir.
names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
Es war unsere...
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't...
Navia
sorry.
sure is scary when she's angry.
Yep. Deswegen, ich habe schon gesagt, in Folge 1, glaube ich, von der Quest, wenn man auf Navias schlechten Seite ist, dann hat man ein Problem.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom.
Now,
Oh, verdammt.
if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Yep.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Okay.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
Oh, die zwei auch. Okay, mal mit Vergnügen.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Wie sie alle vorschließlich schon ihre Meinung aufstellen.
Not this again.
Oh. Okay, auf die Suche nach Linné und Lynette machen, ey. Ich mag wirklich, wie sie sich investieren in die Story. Also sie sind wirklich viel besser geworden. Also seitdem wir wirklich in Fontaine sind, habe ich wirklich eine steigende Qualität in den Storyquests bemerkt. Und das ist richtig cool. Es macht wirklich richtig Spaß. Also vorhin waren sie auch ziemlich gut. Nur bei Sumeru hat sich, glaube ich, nach einer Zeit hat es sich ein bisschen träge angefühlt. Also es war cool. Und zwar ist natürlich so eine Quest wie Nai, das zweite Quest, also das war natürlich richtig cool. Aber die anderen waren so, ja, hat man eben. Aber jegliche Quest, die wir je hatten, von Archon Quest zu Story Quest, war wirklich ziemlich gut. Und mit Hangout bin ich auch sehr gespannt, wie die das machen bei Lynette. Also das sehen wir erst in 2 Folgen dann wahrscheinlich.
Lynette! Great, you're both here!
Und Fremini?
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
Yep.
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Wahrscheinlich ein bisschen mehr kraftvoll, ne?
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Oder vielleicht Informationen sammeln, ich weiß nicht.
Glad to hear it.
Also wahrscheinlich irgendwelchen Grund, dass wir es nicht wissen direkt.
Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right?
Mhm.
Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
Und währenddessen eben Uta halt den Arsch versohlen.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Weil die Spina hält aus.
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion. She said that it'd be like...
A 2-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
Yeah, something like that.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
Okay.
Alright, we're counting on you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said, and meet up with her at Utera's factory in 2 days.
Yep.
Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Wahrscheinlich ein bisschen, aber scheint sich ja fest dahinter zu setzen. Und okay, das ist fertig und ich habe gerade was gesehen. Ich habe hier eine Kiste übersehen. Primer Gems. So.
You even want this?
Okay, dann nächstes Mal werden wir wahrscheinlich die Quest zu Ende bringen. Diese Folge ist hier schon ziemlich lang mit 50 Minuten jetzt Content. Das ist jetzt doch länger geworden, als ich gedacht hätte. Aber ja, dann werden wir uns nächstes Mal ins Finale reinstoßen, dann wahrscheinlich. Und schauen, wie das ausgeht. Also ich würde mal davon ausgehen, zu Wohle von Chiori und ihrer Marke. Und ja, werden wir nächstes Mal wahrscheinlich der Gerüchteküche ein Ende setzen und den Topf mal drauf stellen, weil, ja, ich glaube, da ist genug Dreck rausgekommen jetzt die letzten Tage. Aber ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Bis dann beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.